Good morning, neighbor. Today I'm thinking about how each of us is an oasis. And I'm thinking about this in juxtaposition to the idea that each of us is an island. I'm thinking about how each of us gets to be an oasis to everyone around us. We're not just islands separate from each other, but we're also, or at least we have the potential and the capability, we have the gift of being a place of respite for others. Another part of this thought comes from the idea that we all create our own meaning in the world, or the idea that we're in the wilderness, or that there is no meaning, that everything is meaningless. And that's a big idea that's stuck with me for the longest of time. And that's hard for me to sit with. I remember first coming across the idea, or that idea really striking me, like, to my core, when I first read the book of Ecclesiastes in 8th grade. And I remember just being like, oh my gosh, just really like hurt by all of the words in that book. Like, they resonated to my core, or just they resonated with what I was feeling at the time. And so I'm thinking about that idea of the oasis, how we all get to be these beacons, or these little places for each other, while also walking through the wilderness ourselves, while also walking through a meaningless or a supposed meaningless world ourselves. And there's a lot of joy there, or there's a lot of potential joy, and there's a lot of potential sorrow. I don't know what I'm feeling in relation to all of that right now. But being in between jobs right now, and being a van lifer right now, living in my van for the past month, and just other times of camping and spending time out in the wilderness, it removes me from a lot of the infrastructure that brings me comfort. And it removes me from the convenience of having a washer and a dryer at home, and having a shower convenient to me daily. I have to think about these things, and I have to consider, do I want a crappy shower that like a quarter thing at a state park where you put the quarters in and you get like 1 minute for a quarter? Do I want a crappy shower, or do I want to pay way too much for a shower at a nice gas station, like $18? And I just think like there's this great feeling of like respite when I can go into one of those gas stations, exchange some money for just a little bit of time in a like a private little stall. Yeah, that's an oasis of some, in some ways, or in a lot of ways. I guess even saying that, though, I will say that that's not an unconditional oasis. And I think that as people, we have the gift, I'm not going to call it a responsibility, but we have the ability to gift people with that unconditional oasis. I've spoken to a lot of strangers in my life and had moments with thousands of people, probably thousands of people, who I'll just never see again. They're just these random, like, one-off deep conversations, and I honestly hope we do meet again, catch up on things. But it's a pleasure and a joy to walk through life thinking, what exciting person am I going to meet today? It's wonderful to think that, like, all of these people are available to us, or there's so much out there that is available to us, or just getting to hear someone's story is it's a gift, you know. So I'm gonna finish this off right here, and see if the dryer's done. It's good to chat.